Yesterday, we had a great celebration at the White House.
Listen,
for the passage and the president signing earlier the Inflation Reduction Act. It lowers cost for families. It's so exciting. It's historic. There has never been anything like it to pass this
Right, now she's taking Ritalin with
or
her
any country
vodka
in the
martinis at
world
lunch.
to preserve our planet for the children. In that respect, it is a health issue, clean air, clean water, environmental justice for the children. It saves
for the
money
children.
For the
families.
children, right.
But
For Greta. How
historically,
dare you, sir.
we have been working for decades to enable the secretary to be able to negotiate for lower prescription drug prices. And that is now the law of the land. In addition to which, there will be a $2,000 cap for seniors so that they don't have to pay more than that. This is remarkable.
okay,
Again,
Jane,
historic.
enough of her BS as she sits there and lies. And I'll tell you this: nobody in that room believes her. Not even the lapdog media believes her at this point. And I'll tell you how I know. Cut 5. Roll that.
On the inflation report that came out today, the president is promising the Inflation Reduction Act will do just that and bring down costs. But this bill does not address food or housing, prices of which we are seeing going up. So what is your message to Americans who are seeing these rising costs? And are you confident that you're doing enough to finally bring these down?
So look, the president has said for some time now, when it comes to his number one economic priority is to deal with inflation, is to make sure that we are lowering costs for American people.
Okay,
for
stop
the American
it.
people.
I don't need to hear much from her. The idea that she continues to get in there and say, oh, the president's to deal with inflation. There's nothing the president's going to do to deal with inflation. He has no tools to deal with inflation. The only person who has tools to deal with inflation is the Federal Reserve. That's it. Blunt instruments.
Created it.
Blunt instruments. You guys created it. Now the Fed has to deal with it. Spend, 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 spend. He doesn't have any tools to deal with it. Oh, the president's going to deal with it. No, he's not. He's not going to deal with it. You guys keep making it worse. Your fiscal policy flies right in the face of what they're trying to do, monetary policy. Last one, cut 6. Roll that.
What exactly would the Inflation Reduction Act do to reduce inflation in the short term?
So when you look at the lowering costs in particular for Americans, I think that's important when you think about how inflation has
no
increased
clue what she's talking
about for Americans. If you think about the $100 saving about $100 per year on premiums with ACA, when you think about lowering costs for our seniors, capping that at $2,000 a year instead of thousands and thousands of dollars a month, that lowering of cost
is not deflationary.
As we deal with a time that is difficult for many Americans. Experts, economists has said themselves that this would be the Inflation Reduction Act would be beneficial to about $300 billion in deficit. That is really important as we have right now 1.7 billion.
They spent $1.8 trillion on the damn bill. 1.8 trillion. 300 billion. We're going to bring the cost down. We're going to deal with it. The president's going to deal with it. Shut up.